I have an unboxing here for a cooperative game themed around a deserted island, or Castaways on an island called Castaways. It is by Passport Game Studios. Alberto Corral is the designer. And the theme of this game, I believe, is to survive certain adventures. I'm not sure, they have another game out that I don't have yet called Robinson Crusoe. I don't know the full title of the game, but it's themed much in the same fashion of the deserted island. And I'm not sure how the missions go on each one of these. So the object of the game here is the castaways must work together to survive on the island and signal a passing rescue ship. During the game, you'll collect story points. If you are rescued, the castaway with the most story points is the winner. If no rescue, everyone loses. So I don't know if there's multiple stories in this game. I know Robinson Crusoe has multiple stories that you can play through. This may just have the one. You see, you go into the rule book here, and you get a setup with a nice large picture of how the setup's going to go. Looks like you get some explanation of some of how the castaways work as characters in the game. Start going into some explanation of how to play the game and the different actions you take. Continues to describe, it looks like some more of the actions that you take. Explanation of the components. You get examples of all of these phases and actions that you can take in nice big pictures. Looks like there's a solo version of the game also. Some different ways to increase the difficulty in your own adventures. Looks like we have some tokens here. They're kind of falling out, but I'm not sure that is forage tiles. And they you can see they have like a little fruit, coconuts. On the back they have a number with some different things, so it looks like those are picked up when you search and you get a random amount. Looks like from 0 to 4. But popping out of there pretty good. Have like a little ship tile here. I'm trying to see what that is. I'm not sure what the ship tile is. You have some story point tiles. These are the little rolled up scrolls. Looks like you have a little grave marker tile there, some sail tiles. It's like some more tiles that are associated with those forage tiles. You got cannon. Looks like you have some sort of objective tile there maybe. Or shelter tile, that's what that is. So that's one sheet of tiles. And you have another sheet with some more shelter tiles on them. So assuming this symbols are going to give different abilities of a shelter. You have some lost tiles. I'm sure it's some sort of story thing. Some more forage tiles, food tiles, more story tiles. And you have the starting player tile, which is the broken ship's wheel. Some more camp tiles. It's a campfire tile. Some more shelter tiles there. I'm not sure what the end tile is there, but it's It doesn't say on the sheet here that I can see. We have storyboards here. The game board. And this looks like a game board where the cards get played. Looks like you maybe have a tracker on the way up to the volcano there. Looks like maybe another turn tracker this way. These are pending. This is where the expeditions go. This is a return to camp track. And these are where different decks go. And that is just the one-sided board. So that board just looks like it sits by itself, and as you pull out cards, they go here. They determine what you do on the rest of that. We have the game. This isn't the game board. This is the main board, and it looks to be made up of two pieces. So you have the top piece here. And these look like to be your action spaces. This is forage. Let's see. Wood. Diary. And then you go to the other board. You have salvage. Light the campfire. And then you go on down and you have explore. And you have a bunch of rest tokens with the hammock there going alongside all those spaces. Trying to see, you have a sign in the stand, huge bonfire, and then a place to play other tiles. You have an events deck that goes there where the two connect. That's going to be remains of the ship, and at the bottom here you have the storage for all your supplies. This action space right here was a build, so you see it's got little areas that go next to it, and I'm sure as a person selects each one of these, some of these look like they could only take one person, but others have, looks like you may get a penalty if you're not the first one, or it may cost less. Looks like we have a weather track up at the top. So that's the main board that fits together like that. So you had the main board and the expedition board, and then you have the camp board, which is I guess where you're going to put your improvements. Looking at the example, it has things like let's see if I can focus in any. That can be eaten, one big effort, fishing, quick look, plan and exploration. So it looks like those are either where improvements or abilities can go for you to play. You're going to get a deck of cards here. I'll open those in just a minute. You get lots of baggies to put your components in. I usually use Plano boxes. You have two more packages of cards. You get a couple of red dice there. You get some meeples, and these are plastic meeples, they look like. So we get 4 different colors there. Looks like there's some little cubes to match with them. Maybe 2 of each meeple and 2 cubes to match that meeple. And then we have some other tokens here, and these are going to be plastic too. You have a plastic wood token there, kind of shaped like a trunk. A plastic drumstick there, represent food. And you get some white cubes and some black cubes in there, a bunch of all of those. And that is everything in the box. I'll open up some of these cards and get them sorted and come back. So those 3 packs of cards end up sorted into 7 different types of cards. The first type you have is the Castaway cards themselves, and these are all your characters available for play. And there's 6 types of character, a male and a female version. So you have the tough character here. You can see there's the 2 versions. You have the fishing character with its 2 versions. The amateur hunter and its 2 versions. They're basically the same, there's just one's female and one's male. This is the cooking character. We have a first aid themed character and a lucky character. So those are the Castaways. And then you have a base camp deck, and I believe these are the cards that are going to be played on that board that looked like it had all the space for the cards. So you have things like One Big Effort, and it gives you some text, That Can Be Eaten, Fishing, Quick Look, Plan an Exploration, Pirate Treasure, Argument, Quarrel, Searching for the Goat, A Goat, May They Rest in Peace, We've Been Captured, Orchard, Make Your Own Ink, Greed, Prey, Hunt, Fever, A Shark, Remains of the Ship, A Cannon, Exploring the Underground Cave, and then there's a blank one. I guess you could make your own kind of card for that. You have the Remains of the Ship cards. You see they have kind of a back to them, so it looks like you have sail, food, hull, rope, rifle, pistol, blanket, compass, captain's log, basically all the things that would have been part of the wreck that they can salvage, it looks like. So quite a few cards here. And looks like you get a blank one in that also. Some of them look like they have some little symbology at the bottom. Probably have other effects in the game. These are event cards with the sun setting or rising there. Yeah, Saturday, I guess that's a play on Friday, a female version of Friday there. Shooting stars, getting to know your surroundings. A log arrives on the shore. Looks like these are things that are going to occur during the game that you either have to encounter or maybe you have to meet requirements in order to get rid of it and get the bonus from it. So like this one, they can't fish. Just different occurrences that are going to happen during the island. Events, like it says, it's an event deck. Pirate attacks, negotiate with the pirates, a jaguar attacks, something arrives on the shore. Lots of difference. You know, this deck had a lot of items that were similar, like the sail and the hull, but then it had a lot of individual items. These all look like unique events that can happen. And the last 3 piles are the exploration cards. So you have coastal, interior, and then the heart of the island, which I guess is the mountain or the volcano. So you have the coastal here. It looks like there's some different things that can be encountered here. Different events. So just lots of unique things that could happen. There's quite a few cards here. Looks like these have numbers at the top. Looks like they may play some effect in the deck. I'm not sure what that's going to be. Some of them have numbers, some of them don't, like that's got a 0. You know, different things that can happen. Of course, you have another blank one there. Some more symbology on the side there. These are the interior cards. Birds, jungle, shortcuts, rafts, birds' nests, cannons, under attack, quicksand, honeycombs, a temple. Looks like a lot of these cards deal with a temple. These look like just random occurrences that can happen when you go on exploration. It looks like there's less of these interior, the part of the island cards. Again, there's some of them have some numbers at the top. Looks like you have a lot of these red cards. Looks like the events get more perilous as you go toward the interior. So that is everything that comes in Castaway by Passport Game Studios.